Welcome back, one and all, to the Brexit Estate, hard by the darkest dungeon, where I am faced with some rather tricky decisions to make. Okay, so first off, with the funds we currently have in the bank, we can only really afford a short mission without selling trinkets. And while selling trinkets can be done, it's not really something we want to fall back on, and these shouldn't really be at the bottom. So let's resort those. Have another quick check. Now, I've looked at heirlooms and decided not to upgrade anything in town yet. Given that I can only afford a short run, I can only afford the Warrens or the Courtyard. Now, our blood supplies are a bit lower than I'd like, and of course every week I spend is more dwindling blood supplies. So going back into the Crimson Courtyard is a good idea. However, what going back to the Crimson Courtyard effectively does is it causes our mid-level characters to level, and we have a lot of mid-level bosses to defeat. We have 2 here, 2 here, 1 here, and 1 or 2 here. I have a sneaking suspicion it might be 2. So we want to keep a lot of mid-level characters. And I should probably work out which ones are going to go after which bosses, because the last thing I want to do is get everyone up to level 5 with some level 3 and 4 bosses that still need to be dealt with. So at the moment, this week, we're basically either going on a level 3 blood run, which again would run the risk of level 3 characters gaining levels, and that's really not something we can afford, especially as some of them are severely under-equipped and under-skilled for their levels. So I think we're going to have to go here, or here. We can't really afford a double rest, a long mission, so we're going to have to go here. And quite possibly if this party I've assembled at here. So we'd have Sophie, Ulsina Vane, Keridwen, and Dorst Akbar. But if we're going to do that, let's at least do a little more training. Sophie is going to learn Whirlwind Attack. And Leap of Faith, just in case we run into the Fanatic, which we probably will now, knowing my luck. Now, so she's I'm looking at equipment, 2 and a 1, a 1 and a 2, 2 and a 2, 2 and a 2. Okay. Let's look at trinkets. Alright. Now we're going up against the pigs, so that's not a bad skill set for going up against the pigs. It might not be great if we run into a Fanatic. Right. Padlock or Transference? You know what? Stuns and Blights. That's going to be like the headbutt, and the Blight would be good going up against another region. There are no class trinkets for the Witch, and for our Occultist, he's already got one of these. Should check if we have a second Occultist, I believe we do. And that is Dodge and Speed. I know the pigs count as, I think it's Human and Beast, I don't think they count as Eldritch, and we're not going against a boss, but yes, just in case. Okay. This is going to end badly, I reckon. Well, at least we got some more food. And I am so glad that we get to save a little bit of money on food now and again. And we will take 3 of these because we need it. Ah, wait. Wasting. Okay. And time for a quick paranoid check. Good, yep. Now, usually with the paranoid checks, I'm feeling fairly safe, but I'm just wanting to make certain. Usually.
To execute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Alright, you vermilion guzzlers, you crimson craving cowards. Let's see how you fare with this. So we'll use bandages. We see we have nice little coins down here to remind me of what I already know.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I did say I was going to disable that. I'll leave it on so you guys get to see it, because you might like it, might be used to it. But I am going to check if the game has turned back on. It has not. I like the fact it's not turning deck-based stagecoach on anymore. That's good. Alright. Who's going to fight a lot? You're going to fight a lot. Apparently that's strong stuff. And right into Crimson Court buddies. Well, that worked. That's good. Send the tentacles, which will both miss apparently somehow. Oh, you what? I was 16. That'll be 3. And we didn't get a fanatic warning, so we should be fairly fanatic safe this round. Is that all you got, huh? Is it? Yeah, throat's still fully recovered yet. Damn it. And now, oh great. Well, at least he went for someone who's already infected.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I wonder how strong their bias towards infected characters is. I mean, in fact, 3/4 of the party is infected. You can't really say, oh, they're picking on the infected characters all the time. It's just, they're used to, you know. Just in case we get them. Wrong one, but it works.
Annihilated.
Nice. Oh, yes, indeed. You know, mate, just leave it out. Oh, what? Right, okay. We don't... Oh! We have a witch. Yeah, look. She's hurt. It's an emergency. That target stress should probably go up a bit. Okay. What is wrong? Oh. I see. It all makes sense now. She likes the pain, she likes the hardship. She likes to feel that what's it? Her reward's a hard one. That's a lot of stress. Okay, stuff it. She ain't getting much better this run. 52, okay. Now if you could just die, that'd be really nice. But let's just heal her up a little bit more.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Okay, what would be really nice to come out of this run? A musketeer back in town. Or even a resurrection event to get our old musketeer back. That would be really the icing on the cake. But yeah, for now, just nobody dies. Maybe get rid of one affliction. Selfish? Okay. Could be worse.
Blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Although selfish characters now steal stuff, and we have the madman, just to be really nasty. Jeez. What's that, 70 something? 71.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
Alright, we need to really work this stress down a lot. Can you bleed for me? Yes, you can.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
So as the darkness grows, the foes crowd in, waiting to end our quest. Oh, for pity's sake.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Now we have a problem. Is that doing no damage now?
Decimated.
Well, now hopefully if this run doesn't go too badly, I've got a nice little reward back in town waiting for us when we get there.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Can you? Yes, you can stun him. That's wonderful news. Probably gonna bleed, I think. No? Okay, good. Alright. Oh, I should... That'll be interesting, trying a witch without the two curse skills. Just going for bleeding and then the... what's it? The sin maggot thing.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
An accuracy stone, okay, and since the light is growing low, let's just strike up another torch. Head into this room, and provided there's no fight, strike up another one, but there is, so okay then. Don't stress us, little pig. In fact, the music is stepping it up a bit of a notch now as it gets darker. Oh, great. Alright, let's just make it even darker still.
Secrets and
okay, not quite that dark.
Found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Killed the little piggy, that's good. A lot less stress for us. Light! Not much, but it'll do. And she's masochistic as well, this could be bad. Masochistic? What is wrong with my mouth at the moment? Well, I can think of a few things.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen. Eradicated.
Yeah, that's right. You stop making us bleed, you nasty monster. Oh, stress not stress time, okay. He's got that big thick gut plate to keep him safe. Knock back. Okay, double resist. Brilliant. Die.
As
Thank
the
you.
fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Good, 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 good. Not quite enough. But as long as someone goes before he does. Oh, you beauty. And bleeding, of course, with no bandages. Have it. And I think that's finished it. Nope, okay, I was wrong. Ooh, nasty. Oh, double bleed? That's a lot. Time to get those healing skills working.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Well, we do have some holy water to cleanse this eldritch altar to unthinkable forces of cosmic size. Let's just light up another torch, and do we have a stress eater? I should probably have checked before. Well, she's got nothing bad apart from a Crimson Curse. Okay, good. In that case... Fine. Great. Please be no... Yes, good! Alright, we're just going to try and keep raking through the front ranks. Felling as many foes as we can over a period of clawing blows. Don't think you're getting away that easy, you little gatekeeper, you. Because I have a knife.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yep, okay, that's not too shabby. And please try and work that stress down slowly. It ain't happening this run, is it? I think dungeon level as well as quest level makes a big difference to stress. Oh, I still can't reach it. Thought I'd be able to reach rank 4 with the chains there. Or in this case, the claw. But while its reach is long and mighty, it is not so long. However, the Twilight Sword might have something to say about this sickening sycophant. There we go. Nicely set up for next turn. Why is she... I didn't see a horror effect. Nice. And otherness.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Let's light another torch as we head into the next chamber. And just hope... Oh, it's one we've already explored, yeah. So again, remember, main goal, everyone gets out alive. Ideally we finish the quest. Are you stealing stuff? You chavvy skinhead. We'll have to have words of her when we get back to town. Then again, I think Dorsack Bar just did. Oh, you what? And we ain't even get... Oh, we got some blood. We came in with some. So curse, curse... Craving, stuff it, tentacles, tentacles from the abyss. It only took him back to... What? Didn't you? I could have sworn he drank the blood there. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, now we're in trouble. Okay, real trouble. Wonderful. Just wonderful. He's all the way back there now. With an okay stun resistance. Yeah, this could end badly for us. as many of us can't reach them, but the tentacles can, and they can miss. Oh, fuck off! Stupid bloody Windows Update nonsense. Don't need that now. Here it comes. All the horrible stuff. So I just leave him alone and... Die! Or be stunned. Stunned is great. Stunned is good. There we go. Now it's turning slightly in our favour. We're managing better. Haven't added a lot of extra food in the Warrens recently, I've noticed. I don't know if they've changed the odds of it appearing or not, or if it's just been really unlucky. Or maybe change the odds of it appearing at medium level. There's a 4.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright. Running a little low on torches at this point. We do have a Twilight Knight, but we can't afford to raise the light level that way too often. We just want to work our way through, investigate all the rooms. Did someone eat less? Do a stress faster. We do! Okay. Good to know. He was probably just waiting for the blood, which he craves. That unnatural desire. You know what? That extra food ain't appearing at all. And let the occultist study the ancient tomes. Yep. Well, that was a fairly predictable outcome.
Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge into madness.
Oh, great. I mean, basically, at some point in the near future, one or more of these are going to have to be sent on level 3 quests as level 2 characters. It's doable, but it involves a lot of stress. Now, apart from a distinct lack of pigmen, we've had a fairly safe run so far. Now, in a recent video, someone recommended giving Vials of Blood to the characters when they are craving it. I know what happens. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same as when they aren't even craving it, when they're in just normal Crimson Curse state. They just go into the blood frenzy and then it eventually comes down again. And I would love to do that, it's just that I've had a bit of a shortage of blood recently, and so I've been saving it until characters are absolutely wasting away to use it, because that way it lasts a little bit longer. Speaking of lasting longer, our food supplies are dwindling rapidly, and we have combat coming up. Oh great, more stress monsters. Wonderful. I mean, that's all we need, you know?
The horror.
Might as well give everyone more stress. Nice, 62 is a lot.
Be gone, fiend.
Okay, nice start. Back. Nope, you are not getting back at all.
Another one falls.
Ha. We'll clear these corpses a little, but might as well unleash the tentacles from the abyss and double miss. The skull is amazing, isn't it? Phrenology at its finest. Who would have known that skulls all are supposed to have candles stuck on top of them? Die. That's better. That's good. If you could mark him up... Oh. Okay. That could be much worse. Ah. Then again. It's all coming along quite nicely here. He dodged the dodge debuff. Didn't dodge that though.
This expedition at least promises success.
Oh. Suddenly this quest became much more rewarding. We have found the Arya box. Arya, of course, the operatic movement, not the character from Game of Thrones. Although someone actually did some Game of Thrones character art for Darkest Dungeon and asked how easy it would be to turn some of them into skins. Some, like Brienne of Tarth as a Crusader, would have been fairly easy to do. Others, like Arya as a grave robber but holding the rapier on her hip instead of the knives and stuff in her hand, would need to be a totally new character mod, basically. And after being told that, they kind of disappeared and didn't ask any more about it, which was a real shame, actually, because there could have been some funky stuff happening there.
Mechanical hazards possessed
Great.
by evil intent.
Bleeding, masochistic, heavily stressed out. These are not a good combination. But this could be our last chamber. Why was it not? That will be. You know, I think we'll go a little bit further.
And now, the darkness holds dominion.
Then again, blundering
Black
along.
as death.
Blundering along in the darkness, hand on the wall, trying not to get lost. Bumping into each other, muttering, cursing, swearing, stressing each other out. There's a torch! Ha!
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
That torch has just given us our expedition some small lease of life. Lease to continue. The thing is, lease to continue, that's a bit of an anachronism. You wouldn't really say that much in this day and age. And okay, it's not something we can carry out with us for a bonus, so... Craving, you know what? We were lucky to find a good amount of the blood, so there we go, yes. Now let's go back to town. Where I think a small reward is in order.
Labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
Alright, so we got some nice money, we've got a little bit more blood. I think we can afford to go back after the Baron again. Oh god, and she's got the Crimson Curse as well. Okay, replaced Eldritch Slayer, that's bad. The Ague, well we can treat that. Replaced Legophobia. Steady replaced Wounds, Unholy. Oh god, replaced Unyielding, that's bad. Please, dear Stagecoach.
I was lord of this place before the crows and rats made it their domain.
Please, dear Stagecoach, give us a musketeer this week. Hooray! Oh, I really want to talk about this, and I will, but I'm not going to. You'll understand why in a little bit. First off, is our town crier back? Not here. Not here. Our town crier is still missing, and I don't know why. But I was leaning towards a tavern upgrade, so let's do that this week.
All manner of diversion and dalliance await those who cross the threshold with coin in hand.
Now, I've decided that since they are going hunting the Baron, Estella deserves some better armor. She needs some better protection. Now, it just so happens that the wonderful Acero Steel has been working on another skin, and it's not fully finished yet. But let's just say she's going to put her new armor on now and be very well protected indeed. although the armour appears to have darkened her soul somewhat, and now she's all moody and depressed as well as being selfish, keeps waffling on about things being worthless and souls not being worth it and stuff now. Now, this skin has a slight glitch in the walk animation, but will hopefully be fixed soon. And Mr. Steele has sent me I think it's the Virtue sprite, which I'll have to add manually. So that'll be fun. Okay. But yes, so she will be looking like this when we go into the Crimson Courtyard next with her, hunting the Baron once more. Venga Felgren has already got high level armor. You know what? Shamara, you need protection as well. Now, what low level character that doesn't have the Crimson Curse? Great, so basically Drelnor gets the elbow or Ulcina Vein for our new Musketeer. A new Musketeer who would be level 1, level nothing with Sophie, and not a lot of other people really. Do we have another? We don't even. Nah. Okay, what trinkets has he got? He's got those. Hey, that's remarkably similar to the one of the trinkets for Shieldbreaker in artwork. It's a tough one. I mean, it would be really nice just to get Mildred back, but then she was level 2. Okay, how good is this Musketeer? Not that great. The quirks aren't that good, but it's a tough choice. And basically we got too many heroes, and you know, if some of them could die off, that would be, you know. Okay, so next week we want to go after the Baron again, which will mean Estella, Venga Felgren, Shamara, and Vernon, but that way around, of course. And they might get like one skill trained between them. Ulcina Vein has been with us a long time, and it would be nice for her to stick around longer, as she actually hasn't contracted the Crimson Curse yet, despite having such a low disease resistance. This is somewhat remarkable. So yes, let's actually put her in the hospital, because as a general rule, I don't hire people with a disease until the disease has been treated. You know, I at least sort out their medical bills before sending them on their way, and you know, let them go healthy. Don't want them feeling too bad. Don't want a bad reputation as an employer, you know? Which does mean Drelnor has got resilient. That's about it, isn't it? Okay, let's... It's not just low-level characters who could get the elbow. There's a Kurgan. It's going to have to be Drelnor, I'm afraid. That is disappointing. Which means I'll repossess these. And say, you know what? Your assistance here has been greatly appreciated. Go off on that quest for sainthood on a pilgrimage somewhere. And maybe one day return when all this is over to learn what a terrible disaster may have befallen this place.
Another soul battered and broken, cast aside like a spent torch.
I do feel bad about that. So, of course, we're not going to be taking this Hellion because we have one already fated. I don't know what percentage chance to convert a miss is. It might be as low as 5% or something. I don't know if it's a reroll, but we need a new Musketeer.
A champion markswoman, keen for a new kind of challenge.
And I'm just checking they're not the same colour. 8 and 2. Kind of similar though. Okay, what else have we got? You know what? That's not too shabby. I like that one. Alright, let's get her kitted up. Because we have obscene trinkets for her. And it just came right in there. So, healing skills. Healing skills are camping, stress, accuracy against marked, critical against marked, debuff and move skill. Well, that's move. That's debuff. That's debuff. We will give her a name. Just checking I'm not... Wait, you as well? What were you before? Kana was... Oh, the ginger one of these, I think. Right. Just making sure they look different. So... Wait. I can see an issue here. Right, okay. Okay, so I'm thinking... So, yeah, a bit tricky this one. Okay, I'll go Lisanne. And Lisanne may... that's going to be expensive. Well, here we are. We have a new musketeer at last, and we have our first Crimson Court trinket set in play. We've also had a tavern upgrade, and we have no idea where our town crier has got to. That pretty much brings us to the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed it so far, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.